Hey Mike, it's me, and well, in today's video, I'm excited because I picked this up at one of the sales that's been on. It's a film I've really wanted to get for a long time, and I've got it. So this is the Titfield Thunderbolt from 1953. It's an Ealing comedy, and it's in colour, which was very unusual for the time. And it looks great. And, well, what can I say? Trains. It's about trains, and I love trains. People probably know that. I'm always so, I just love trains. This is just fantastic. It's only 84 minutes long. I wish it was longer. I was so involved in it. It's a film which is very much of a different era. It's a post-war film, but you get that reflection back to a time when things were a bit different. It's set in a rural setting, and as we know, at that period after the war, in the railways, we had the beach and axing of all these railway lines. This is a story of people getting together to fight it, and it's a story as often we get against a community coming together and wanting to run the railway themselves. Yes. So let's get into it. So now this was written by T.E.B. Clarke, who was inspired by a book which I remember reading quite a long time ago. I know you think here we are, the geeky, which is The Railway Adventure by L.T.C. Rolt. Now, he volunteered on one of these railways. I think it was the Tallywin Railway in Wales. And he'd been inspired with this book. And then this, of course, when this was read by T.E.B. Clarke, this is what we got. It's the volunteer system of working, and that still continues today. Loads of these railways, which are preserved, the steam trains, all run by volunteers. Fantastic. That is the enthusiasm you've got for these railways. And I know because I live in a town where we've got one. Yes, the Great Central Railway. So there we are. Right. Now, this also as cinematography. I've got to mention it. I don't always go into cinematography, but this is well worth mentioning. It is Douglas Slocum, who is considered a truly great cinematographer. He worked for Ealing on such films as Kind Hearts and Coronets, 1949, The Man in the White Suit, oh yeah, 1951, The Lavender Hill Mob, 1951, the first three Indiana Jones films. He was involved in those later on in his career. What can I say? Fantastic to have that connection. Then we have got the director. The director is Charles Crichton. Now, in 1944, he directed For Those in Peril. Also, quite a popular film, I noticed that it comes up. Dead of Night, 1945. He directed that one. Sorry, he was a co-director on that one. Then The Lavender Hill Mob, 1951, which again is just a classic. The Long Lottery, 1954. The Battle of the Sexes, 1959. The Boy Who Stole a Million, 1960. And A Fish Called Wanda later on in 1988, which of course was an award-winning film starring John Cleese and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, brilliant. And also, you look, and he's done TV series. Wow, what a director. Absolutely amazing. It really is. Now, the music is by Georges Auric, who was a French composer. Did a lot of films. French, like, doing this, yes. Right. Now, let's go through the cast. We've got Stanley Holloway, who plays Walter Valentine. Stanley Holloway was like a comedian, singer, and he gave a lot of monologues as well. He's quite famous for that. And he did have roles in some films. He was in Major Barbara in 1941. This Happy Breed, 1944. Brief Encounter, 1945. Passport to Pimlico, again, 1949. And The Lavender Hill Mob, 1951. Excellent. Then we have got George Relf, who plays Vicar Sam Weech. He was in Nicholas Nickleby in 1947, The Final Test, 1953, Doctor at Large, 1957. That's a great film. He was in Ben-Hur, 1959. What a film to be involved in. And that was his last film as well. Amazing, absolutely amazing. He's the kind of actor that have popped up in so many recognizable face. Fantastic. Then we've got Nanton Wayne playing George Blakeworth. He was in The Lady Vanishes in 1936. Night Train to Munich, 1940. That film I noticed has been popping up a few times recently. And of course, Dead of Night, 1945. Also, Quartet, 1948. Passport to Pimlico again, 1949. Again, that's popping up so much. Circle of Danger, 1951. You Know What Sailors Are, from 1954. Sorry, I made that title up. Operation Bullshine, 1959. And Nothing Bad, 1961. Then we've got, again, a name that is very familiar. It pops up in so many British cinema films. John Gregson, who plays Squire Gordon Chesterfield. He was in The Lavender Hill Mob, 1951. And of course, he was famously in Guinevere, 1953. He was in Battle of the River Plate, an absolutely brilliant war film, 1956. He was in The Frightened City, another brilliant film, 1961. The Longest Day, 1962. Live Now and Pay Later, yes, 1962, another brilliant film. Night of the Generals, 1967. Oh, they're all here, aren't they? And he was in a film that does pop up quite a bit, which I really like, Fright, 1971. Absolutely brilliant. Then we've got Godfrey Tale, who plays the Bishop of Winchester. Again, he's another character actor who pops up in so many recognizable faces. He was going right back his career to 1908. Yes, he was in the 1935 version of 39 Steps. He was in One of Our Aircraft is Missing, 1942. He was in Private Angelo, 1949, and he was in Decremon Nights, 1953. Then we have got Gabriel Brune playing Joan Ampton. She was in Red Pearls, 1930. She was in Tomorrow We Live, 1943. She was in Mandy, 1952. She was in Three Steps to the Gallows, 1953. Fun at St. Francis, 1956. And Girl in the Headline, 1963. So there she is. She's got some interesting films there. Then we've got Hugh Griffith playing Dan Taylor. Now, Hugh Griffith, again, a very recognisable face. You just see his face, you know he is. He was in Night Train to Munich. Is there again? 1940. He was in Kind Hearts and Coronets Classic. 1959, Healing Comedy again. He was in Lucky Jim, 1957. And, wow, he was in Ben-Hur. The brilliant 1959 epic film. What can you say about Ben-Hur? It's just fantastic. Also, he was in a classic Exodus, 1960, which pops up. Tom Jones. He was in an adaptation of Tom Jones, 1963. How to Steal a Million, 1966. And, yes, I remember him. He was in Oliver, the musical, 1968. And, just to make it even better, he was in both Dr. Phibbs films, 1971, 1972, Vincent Price films. They are fantastic. He was in those. And he was also in the last remake of Beau Jess, 1977. And so they're just a few of the films. He's in lots more. Oh, absolutely brilliant. And I've got to mention him as well. Sidney James. Yes, Sid James plays Harry Hawkins. Here he is again, popping up in British films just before the Carry On period. He was in so many of these earlier films before he became well known. No, that's not true, because of course he was well known with his performances with Tony Hancock as well. So Sid James has quite a career, really, he does, before the Carry On films, and then going on, of course, in terms of TV with Bless This House after Carry On films. Sidney James, what a man, what a great actor as well. You know, he should get a lot of credit. You know, he really does. Absolutely, people loved him. The nation loves Sid James. What can I say? So that is the cast. And what is this about? Well, it's a time, a period of sort of rural England, which is still hasn't changed a great deal in this time, and it's a community getting together, fighting people who are trying to change their way of life. You put it like that, and they decide that they're going to take over the railway because it's going to be closed. A lot of railways, one with the Beecham cuts, and then we've got the baddies. You've got to have some baddies who are the bus company, who've got this bus, and they want to take over. If the train goes, they'll have the monopoly then. They can, get all the passengers and run a profitable bus service. And this is what we got. We love it. It's just absolutely fantastic. I just fell in love with this film. I can't talk about it. You know, it's a beautiful film. It's funny. It's just a great period piece. You know, healing comedies are fantastic. And this one just is outstanding. And of course, it's trains. seeing those beautiful trains, the train they use, the one that they're in the film that they take out of the museum because it's one of those Victorian trains, like the rocket sort of things. That is fantastic, and it is a train that came from the Liverpool museum, it's called Lion, and it's an engine. You can go there now today and see that engine there. Fantastic. I love those old engines, but I love the whole history of trains. And wow, you've got it here seeing that. Well, even seeing the steam trains before we get this old Victorian one. Oh wow, I just in love with it. I just absolutely adored this film. I wish there were more films like this, and there would be more I probably want to watch and investigate because there's so many good films. I could watch films all day, all different types of films, but there's not enough time. But who knows, we get there, we get them watching these. This is a great series as well, these vintage classics. I'll just show you this. Here it is. I picked this up on sale. Really cheap. Fantastic. There it is. And there's that. And these extras. Some good extras on here. The documentary is fantastic. Really good documentary. I highly recommend it. And it was cheap. It was absolutely brilliant. And look, even the disc. Look at that nice illustration on the disc. Oh, wow. Absolutely fantastic. What can I say? I just love it. Trains, you can't go wrong, can you? You can't. And an Ealing comedy, match made in heaven. Yeah, anybody who's not seen it, who loves this kind of thing, you're going to have a ball. You really are. And I just love it. Absolutely love it. And that's it. I think I've gone on a bit too long. It's a love letter to this, definitely. So, if you're new to my channel, why not think about subscribing? And then we'll let you know when I put out the videos. Also, if you really like this video, which I hope you do, then give it a like. If you give this video a like, it gets it out to YouTube, and other people can enjoy it. And if you want to see what I do on my channel, have a look in the playlist. You can see all the things that I do. I do some film reviews, but I do a lot of TV series, all with a very much retro feel. And if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments. I'll always respond. And that's it. Yes. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.